Hey, you. Yeah, you. Welcome to the Malaka podcast. Yes, I watch Jersey Shore. For those of you that know me, maybe this is a surprise, maybe it isn't. The thing that, you know what? I can't even explain it either. I don't know why I like this show. I've watched every single episode. I think it's funny. At times, it can be kind of douchey, I'm not going to lie. But it is actually kind of entertaining. And I thought to myself, why do I hate myself? Why do I actually enjoy watching this show? I mean, I'm a male, I'm straight, I have somewhat of a brain, and yet I enjoy this show. Then I thought about it. I'm half Italian. The show is trying to be somewhat of a stereotype of the actual Jersey Shore in America. This is supposed to illustrate how younger Italians act. You know, I did a podcast already about Sopranos. I just talked about the last episode there. Sure, that's a pretty general stereotype of a lot of Italians in New Jersey, but in many ways it's not. This, I think even, I don't know. I'm a loss for words. I'll be honest with you. I believe half the cast is not even Italian, so that makes it pretty funny already. But like I said before, I thought about this one day and I'm like, why do I like this show? And then I realized something. I grew up with a lot of these people, not these specific people, but people like this. Little backstory where I grew up. Little place called East York. That's in Toronto, Ontario, Canada. Now that's one of the 6 boroughs. If you follow Drake's music, you know that's one of the 6 boroughs he's talking about. And when I was growing up, mostly in the 90s, in the late 90s, I went to a high school called East York Collegiate Institute, which most of us just call EYCI, because most of us can't spell and a lot of us forget what the C stands for. When I went there, I would say it was probably about 2,500 kids. Half of them were easily Greek. At that time, East York was very, I'd probably say Scottish, Irish, Italian, and Greek for the most part. And it just turns out that a lot of the people I grew up with were Greek in the area, and some of them Italian as well. And all of them just basically migrated to East York Collegiate Institute because, we didn't feel like traveling that far. I mean, most of my schools were in walking distance, so that worked out perfect for me. When I went there, a lot of the kids basically looked like this. They acted like a bunch of gavones. Now, gavone, if you don't know Italian, is basically sort of slang for, I guess, an idiot or a dope. Not to say that all my friends and people I grew up with were stupid, but, they had a kind of a Gino-esque club essence about them. Now again, not all of them were like that. I'll be honest with you. If you owned a Honda dealership in East York in the late 90s, chances are you made quite a killing because that's all the cars I saw in any of the parking lot when I went here. So, they definitely made their money, shiny rims, blue lights at the bottom for some reason. I don't know. I guess it uh, matches the Greek flag. I don't know. Who knows? But it looked cool. I'll give it that, But anyways, it's too flashy for me. Anyways, um, yeah, just a lot of yo, bro, what's going on? Yo, guy, are you serious right now? Like, yo, bro, you don't even know. You don't even know. Are you serious? Are you serious? Are you serious? Now, picture 4 years of that. Now, I screwed up in high school for quite some time, almost 1.5, 2 years. So picture, in my case, 6 years of that. And, I think that's probably why I like Jersey Shore because, they don't all talk like that, but, it's very heavy on the European stereotype that is, I don't know, like I said before, like I just like the Gino lifestyle. Now, a Gino to me or a Gina is just basically someone who, you know, I mean, the best way I could put it is like just someone that almost acts like a cast at Jersey Shore, but kind of like the Canadian version of it, you know. And yeah, it's not easy to deal with when you're growing up as a lazy loner. But yeah, like I said, not all of them are bad. Although I did have a lot of Genos come out to me. I had a cousin who was 1 year older than me, and the first year I went to Easter Collegiate, I had a lot of these guys coming up to me going, "Yo, bro, I just saw your uncle." Now I'm like, okay, unless my uncle was in the slow class for the last 25 years, I don't think you saw my uncle. So, once again, this is the mentality I had to deal with growing up. But yeah, I think that's why I like Jersey Shore because it just reminds me of that, and it still makes me laugh. For those of you who don't know what Jersey Shore is, it's basically a bunch of Italians, or at least half of them are Italian, who are just sent to a Jersey Shore house for, I believe, like 1 month in the summer, and they just, I don't know what they do. I don't know. They just basically just party it up, I guess. I mean, I don't know. Picture if, I don't know, July long weekend at Wasega, picture that for a whole month, I guess. Just way less black people. But anyways, yeah, that's pretty much the show. People that watch the show, it consists of, I don't know how many people here we got. We got Nicole, who they call Snooky, because I guess it sounds cool. Mike, the situation. I'll be honest with you, after all these seasons, I'm still trying to figure out what exactly the situation is. Like, he puts himself in the situation, it's the way he looks. Apparently now he's in some legal trouble. They're calling him the incarceration. Sorry, I'm a little ashamed even I laughed at that. But anyways, yeah. They got JWoww. She's got very big, beautiful eyes. Pauly D, DJ Pauly D. He's a DJ, but not like a DJ premier. Like a DJ. I need a laptop. I'm gonna push play. I'm not trying to take away from any of these guys. I hear that the DJ Skrillex or whatever. It's Jewish for something. He makes like $100,000 a show, by pushing play on a laptop. So that's awesome, man. I'm not gonna lie, I can't even fault you for that one. Ronnie, who I don't know, he basically looks like a shrunken down Arnold Schwarzenegger Spanish version of the Shore. See, again, like I said, like a lot of these people aren't even Italian. They kind of have that look, tanning all the time and Ginoing it up and partying, and just living the lifestyle. You got Vinny. Uh, he's basically the, I don't know, he seems like more like the chill one. I don't know. I think he's the youngest in the group there. Everyone treats him nice. Seems like a good guy. Uh, Definitely seems like the smartest one, that's for sure. Dina. Now, Dina came in after good old Angelina. Now, for those of you who really watched the show, Angelina was on the first season, and I believe she got kicked off at the end of the first season, at the beginning of the second. I forgot. I think it was like at the end of the first season, whatever. She got into fights with Snooki, and they just over. I don't know what the hell it is. Like, I'll be honest with you. Like one thing I could definitely say about this show is that the irony is that I always thought Angelina was by far the most Italian one on the show, because she's just always talking shit and just always wanting to start fights, and I don't know, it just reminds me of just me growing up in an Italian household or the average wedding. Someone eventually always gets knocked out, and we still have a good time. But the irony is she's the first one that left, or I think the only one that left. I forgot about speaking of leaving, Sammy was also there. Went out with Ron. Ronnie, see again. You talk a lot of shit. He said even before he goes there, you don't fall in love at the Jersey Shore, and yet he did. He's the only one that pretty much did. I think, because he fell in love with another. I was gonna say contestant, but it's not like a game show. It's just another cast member there. So, and they, I think they went out for quite some time through pretty much the whole show there, and it was just constant fights, back and forth, just going nuts, and yo, what I do in Miami, bro? Serious guy, are you serious? So again, this is all reminiscent to the high school life. That was torture, but it's I still get a good kick out of it. I don't know what it is. I mean, sometimes you just I don't know. Maybe it's like a plane crash. I don't know. You can't you shouldn't look at it, but then you can't help but to actually look at it. Because it's just really entertaining, and but for all the wrong reasons, and you can't help to look. You just want to see how this ends up. So basically, the whole point of the show, like I was saying, is they basically just party it up. I mean, it's one of those shows where the cameras in every room. They tell them to do certain things. Maybe okay, you have to go out for a bit. Yeah, you can't use your cell phone, obviously, because it's got to be in a private little atmosphere there. But hey, look, if you can get paid for basically partying, I'm all for it. So I can't really fault these people for doing all this. Like I said, I'm guilty of watching the show. I find it really entertaining. Does it stereotype Italians? A little bit. I mean, but as Italians, we've always been very proud people of our heritage, I've always said the main difference between Italians and Irish is it basically just comes down to food and booze, Maybe some red hair here and there, and a little bit more dep gel, and other than that, it's basically the same people. So we're very proud, we're very loud, and like in the house, I mean, they get into lots of fights, over bullshit stuff. And I believe it lasted 5 seasons originally. They had a good run. I think it got to a point where, I don't know, they just ran out of places to party, I guess. And, it took a year's hiatus there, and they decided to bring it back. Jersey Shore reunion. Now, I'm just assuming they're probably going to air 10 episodes. I believe I've watched 9 of them. The last episode, Actually, one important thing to say is they didn't bring back Sammy because Sammy and Ronnie aren't going out anymore. Apparently, all the guys got, or most of the guys got, just people pregnant. I mean, I don't know. Nobody knows how to pull out anymore, I guess. But I don't know. I'm old school. But anyways, yeah, just so they got a lot more responsibilities now. Like I said before, Mike is dealing with. Not paying his taxes, which is not a good idea, especially if you're a celebrity. I'll never, to this day, understand that, why people don't pay their taxes. You got to always pay your taxes, especially if you're a celebrity. You're in the public eye. You got to get out there and pay them. So, always pay your taxes. I cannot stress this enough. Cannot. So I don't know if he's facing time. He may or may not get time. I don't know. If it's a first offense, if he's got good lawyers, should be okay. But I wish him all the best with that. But hopefully he learns a very valuable lesson after that. And yeah, don't be a struns, man. Pay your taxes. Once again, struns is basically slang for shit. So it always sounds better in Italian for some reason. Like a lot of words just sound better in Italian. So, like I said, a lot of people will watch this show. They get a very bad stereotype of Italians. From what I've heard, Snooki is Polish. Mike is very Italian, to the point where it almost scares me because for some reason he'll always love to just start shit for no reason. So that just reminds me of a lot of my cousins I grew up with. JWoww, I think she's like Swedish or something like that, or Finland, something like that. I don't know. So we got 3 people. One of them is Italian. Paulie D. He's got a tattoo of Italy, which again is a huge stereotype of Italians. Just get a flag on your body. I'm told he's got a tanning bed in his place. Once again, not helping the stereotype, but I guess in the end you'll save money. Yeah, so he's pretty Italian too. The amount of gel that is in his hair, like that's the thing. Like if I had a hair, I would kill for a hairline like that. I mean, I am in my mid-30s. I got a hairline like Nicolas Cage already. So it's not fair. And if I just had that good of a hairline, I would just let it be. Maybe put a little gel in it just so it sticks up. But I mean, I'm pretty sure you could set like a whole picnic table on his head and nothing would fucking budge. I mean, but yeah, that's his style, and I don't know. Again, I heard he's making like 150,000 an episode now. I mean, that's another thing too. I mean, they got paid dick all in the beginning. I mean, I think they only got paid like probably nothing. I mean, they're probably getting paid like the cast in Saved by the Bell, in the beginning there. But yeah, so I don't know. More people are getting a little bit more because they're more in the public eye and more popular. Who knows? But yeah, so far 4 people, 2 are Italian. Ronnie Ortiz Magro. I don't even have to say anything there. Okay, so we got 5 people, 2 Italian. One of them, Sammy Giancola. It sounds Italian. Could be something else, but I'm going to just assume it's Italian. Vinny. Okay, I don't even have to look at his last name, so that's Italian there. Dina reminds me of a lot of my aunts for some reason, and that's not a diss on her. I'm not saying she looks older. I'm just saying that she looks very, 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 very Italian. So, so Italian. I really want to use the W word, which again, I do not condone unless you are Italian. So, certain races have their word, we have ours. So I'm just going to say it, WAP. The point is, so how many we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 people. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 Italian. Last person, like I said, Angelina. She got kicked out, and now she's back to start shit because the last episode I saw, Paulie D had this awesome idea. I mean, me personally, I think it's a great idea to bring her back. I mean, so what we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 people are Italian, as far as I know. I mean, I can tell just by their mannerisms. I mean, the way they act and cook. It just yeah, they're definitely Italian. So yeah, that's basically the show. I've only been talking for 20 minutes. I've already run out of things to say about Jersey Shore. But let me just say this. I don't want people to watch this show and think these are how Italians act. Italians are very proud people. You know, we sometimes over exaggerate shit all the time. You know, but please don't watch this show or Sopranos or Chef Boyardee fucking D, like Tony Soprano would say, and think that this is how Italians act. It's entertainment. That's all it is. It's fun. It's stupid. That's it. They come up with their own slang. T-shirt time. Which I'll be honest with you, I kind of agree with, because even like before work, before I go out, like the last things I put on is my t-shirt and my pants, because you know you want to keep it crisp, you want to keep it nice and clean. There's no point coming out of the shower and just getting dressed, you know. I like to air dry personally, you know. I'm not like Cuba Gooding Jr. and Jerry Maguire there. You know, I got to put on some clothes, you know, just in case there's a fire and I got to escape quick. But yeah, I completely agree with that. So my advice, best advice to anybody out there, even if you're not Italian, before you go out, don't wear your clothes. Just relax. Take it easy. Keep the shirt nice and clean. Put it out on the table. If you want, iron it out. Sometimes just take it out of the dryer. It's warm, and then it just stays cool, and then you just pop it on there, and then you're set to go. Yeah, buddy. And that's it. That's all you need. Jersey Shore. What is the future for Jersey Shore? Who knows? I mean, like I said, it seems to be a hit. I mean, possibilities are endless. I believe they actually have like an Australian version of Jersey Shore, and they've done like different versions, and you know, I mean, this is how big it gets, you know. So, I mean, what's the appeal, you ask? It's just funny. I don't know. It's a cheap laugh. You know what I mean? Like you just watch it and you just enjoy it. You want to live that lifestyle? Fine. You don't? I don't give a shit. I just like it because it's funny. But you know what's not funny? STDs. I heard that when they do contracts for every season, they have to sign in saying any sexual diseases that are created within the show is not the responsibility of MTV. So that tells you how much fucking is going on behind the scenes, and who knows? I mean, just yeah, you know, it's like Van Wilder said: "Don't be a fool. Wrap your tool." That's it. Just, you know, have all the sex you want. It's cool. Everyone loves it. It's awesome. You're in Florida. You're in Jersey. Just wrap it up. That's it. There's nothing funny about an itchy penis. Nothing. Doesn't matter how Italian you are. That shit'll haunt you. It'll haunt you like a bad stereotype. Like I said before, this isn't a representation of Italians. It's just meant to be fun. If anybody ever gave you money just to go on a show and party, more than likely you'd probably do it. Why not? It's a free vacation. It's fun. Whether you're drunk on the beach, acting like a crazy meatball, having fun with the boys, MVP style, it's fun. And even with this reunion, it's almost like a midlife crisis for a lot of these people. Almost like a second chance. I mean, who wouldn't want a second chance? We do a lot of stupid shit when we're younger, and we just want to improve on it. It actually shows a lot of growth. But at the same time, it's always good to have some fun. To the green, the white, and the red, we fist pump to the day we die. I can't believe I just said that. Yes, I watch Jersey Shore.